What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I was not gonna film today. Well, I wanted to, but I hadn't really planned to film. Like, I hadn't gotten groceries or anything, but I really felt like I needed to schedule-wise. And I'm like, what can I come up with? So I looked to see what I had, and I had some bone broth and some cottage cheese and some milk. And I thought, we could make protein pasta. Bone broth is 10 grams of protein, or has 10 grams of protein per cup. So there were 2 cups per container that I used, so it's 40 grams of protein just in the bone broth. Then used, obviously, fork and love you fork. I used a cup of cottage cheese, which was 28 grams of protein. Surprisingly, the pasta has 8 grams of protein per, well, not surprisingly for me because I've known for a while, but I feel like nobody really knows this about pasta. They think pasta is just all carbs, and it's just not true. There's 8 grams of protein per serving of pasta, sometimes 9 or 10, depending on the brand that you buy, the type that you buy. Obviously, there's like other gluten-free varieties that are higher protein, but we've got all the gluten today. So a lot of protein in here. I'll add it all up and put it on the screen for, like, if this were 4 servings, what each serving would be. I'll put the calories there too. I topped the whole thing with some Ritz cracker crumbs because it just sounded good. And I had some parsley in the fridge that I wanted to use up. And it added some freshness. So let's just go ahead and get into it, shall we? I mean, this is so creamy. I don't know if you guys could tell. I mean, first of all, we made it in one pot. Full on, did not do my makeup today, though I attempted to like blow dry my hair nice with the bangs situation. I don't know, guys. Just one of those days. This is bucatini. You could use fettuccine, spaghetti. Probably use short pasta too. I better be good with short pasta. Oh, this smells so good. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. Cheers. Oh my gosh. So creamy. So cheesy. I don't know if you guys have ever used nutritional yeast before. 5 grams of protein per tablespoon, by the way. It full on smells like a Kraft mac and cheese packet. Very cheesy smelling, cheesy tasting. We obviously added some Parmesan cheese, which has 8 grams of protein per ounce. I feel like I just could have called this mac and cheese. It's that cheesy, guys. The protein pasta is really mac and cheese. I will absolutely take it. So garlicky too. Oh my gosh, we put 10 cloves. 10 cloves in there. And you can really, really taste it. That's so good. Literally have no idea what's in my throat. All better. The only downside to a one-pot pasta is that there's no pasta water. I don't know why, but last night I had a little extra pasta water and I'm like, next time I make pasta, I'll have more pasta water. I'll just get rid of this and get a fresh batch next time. And here I am, the very next day. Guys, I'm super curious. Like the cheese flavor of this, again, is just amazing. I'm really curious what it would be like with just nutritional yeast. Would it taste like Kraft mac and cheese? Cottage cheese and bone broth for the freaking win, right? Cottage cheese blended up, because that's what I did. I blended it up with some milk, whole milk. I just love whole milk. It gets super creamy. I had tried to cook with it before to make a like macro friendly whatever, like Alfredo, and I added lemon juice to it and it separated, but I wasn't sure at the time if it was the acid lemon juice or the heat. It definitely wasn't the heat, as you could clearly see the liquid that the cottage cheese was in was simmering and boiling at certain points, which I really didn't mean for it to, because you want it to cook a little bit more slowly, but didn't separate at all. And I'm very excited about this because it just opens up this whole world of possibilities. Just no acid. Any cream sauce, we can do it too. And the starch from the pasta comes out into that cooking liquid and helps thicken it up. It all makes sense. And the bucatini just fit right in there. And I think any standard spaghetti linguine fettuccine would. I was going to try to put mafaldine in here. It's just these like obnoxiously long ones. I don't think that would have worked. Or again, a short pasta. I think I'm going to pick something a little crunchier next time to put on top. I've added Ritz crackers to pasta before and it did keep that crunch, but I think the sauce is just a little bit thicker here than the last time. So maybe I can find like a high fiber, high protein cracker situation that's actually good. And I will say that is one thing that this meal doesn't really have that much of that I would want is fiber. There is some fiber in the pasta, I think 3 grams per serving. And the nutritional yeast has 2 grams per tablespoon. Parsley, you're not gonna get much from the parsley. Everything else doesn't really. So yeah, if you can find a higher fiber pasta that you want to use, or just like have a cup of blackberries for dessert, protein and fiber, 2 things that I'm like always trying to get more of. I have a pimple patch on still. Literally no makeup. Pimple patch. That's the vibe today. I think Shane might even like this. He's not like huge on cheesy things, but this is kind of different, I think. Might add some chicken for him, and obviously if you guys wanted to add meat to this, it would just be like extra high protein pasta. Or if you wanted to add more fiber to it, you could certainly add some veg action. I don't know how much fiber is in like spinach. Spinach could be good though. And there's protein in spinach. I think it's kind of hilarious that Popeye was the spokesperson for spinach, and they like advertised that his muscles were just like huge from the spinach. I mean, it has protein, but not that much. Not that much. Like he could not have just been eating spinach. Isn't it funny how we're advertised to? What we know as like foods that are high protein, or what we think about certain foods, and like what the reality of it is. Oranges, for instance, like they do have a lot of vitamin C. Don't want to knock it, but the food with the highest vitamin C is, I want to say yellow bell pepper, either yellow or orange bell pepper. An unbelievable amount of vitamin C. Two things. Prunes. Prunes are another food that everyone I think just assumes are super high fiber, because they're associated with like eating them if you have to go. They really are pretty low in fiber and pretty high in sugar. And blackberries have 8 grams of fiber. You guys are like, I did not sign up for this today. 8 grams of fiber per cup and like 35 calories. Really low sugar fruit too. The other thing I was gonna say is beans have tons of fiber. Beans get really creamy. Like if you used maybe like a white bean, I have to check like the exact protein count on it, but adding like a white bean puree would also boost the protein and boost the fiber. Boom. That's what we're trying next time. Oh, I'm excited. I'm mad that I didn't think about it sooner. My belly just made a noise. It's still hot. All right, I think I'll have just one more, and it's not gonna be very big. One more bite. This cutie pie. Really good. I might even add a little bit more milk next time, because as you know, we've talked about it before, that as pasta in sauce sits, it's going to tighten up a bit more. At least these cream sauces. I don't think it's as true for like a spaghetti sauce. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I haven't noticed it as much there. But with these cream sauces especially, they dry out as they sit and cool down. So while they're hot, they might look like super creamy and everything, but that's why I love having pasta water. So you could just add a little zhuzh to it, reheat it, and you're good to go. All is not lost. Just because we don't have pasta water though, you can add just a little bit of regular water or some whole milk or bone broth if you have any left. So all of that will be fine, just like a little at a time, obviously, while you're heating. Stir 30-second increments. 30-second increments. My neighbor makes fun of me because I give her leftovers a lot, and there's always instructions. She comes over and I'm like, all right, now this is how you need to heat it. Here's the pasta water. It's like usually pasta, but I'm like very specific. Even her daughters know about this now, and I'm sure they all just make fun of me. I'm kidding. Anyways, guys, this was awesome. What a fantastic first go at this dish. I can't wait to add the beans to it, obviously. Super happy with it. May even add like some chicken next time. Be really good with like a ground meat or even pulled chicken, or if you wanted to do like a chicken breast on top situation. Highly recommend. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I just like appreciate the hell out of you taking time out of your day to spend with me. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm going to start posting shorts on YouTube, the short videos on YouTube. I've just been kind of like reconfiguring my situation, my studio essentially, which is basically where I'm at right now. I have all of my equipment in and I am excited to start filming in the next few days, hopefully. So look out, world of YouTube shorts. Let's see, it's coming. All right, guys, thanks again so much for joining today. Comment below what you thought about this protein pasta, other macro-friendly or protein dishes you want to see me like amp up the protein on. I will see you guys next time.